Yet another day, and Igus is back for business. Let's see just how serious things are getting now.
Oh, hey!
Not yet, Yukari, not yet. I wonder what Igus's new wish is. Koromaru, you're not in the mood for a walk? Oh well. I'm a little eager now to see what happens next. Things are getting a little awkward and yet very serious with Igus. Let's see if we get a little insight into what her wish is.
Where have you been?
She's so cute. Let's save first. Now, I really do love Aegis's Social Link, and it's not just the, romance, because in a way she's the underdog. She's the one girl on the team that isn't human, so it's kind of like, oh, I'm actually winning this battle somehow. But Aegis's Social Link is such like the prototypical, essential persona social link, because it just drives home, you know, what is life, what is friendship, the significance of meeting people and bonds and everything. It's such the Persona 3 social link, which is amazing because it wasn't in the original game, which I suppose is helped by it being added in hindsight to really perfect the way it was going to be written. But we're almost done wrapping it up, and I can't wait to see how it ends. There's a lot that's actually about to happen, so stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to January 28th on my Persona 3 calendar. One of the most exciting and yet stressful days in the entire game. Let's not waste any time. We have to spend time with Aegis right now. Today we are wrapping up Aegis's Social Link. For once, we agree, Junpei. Now I know what you're thinking. He probably wants to talk a whole bunch about Aigis' Social Link because that's his favorite character, blah 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 blah. Nope, we are going to Tartarus because we are pressed for time. Oops, pick talk. Didn't want that. Sorry, Fuka, not that you're not important. Now those of you that know Persona 3, know all the secrets that this game has to offer, can look at the title of this episode and you know exactly what is about to happen. We have maxed out every social link in Persona 3 now. Don't believe me? Let's look at the proof. S-Link. And there they all are, maxed out. So those of you that don't know, you may be asking yourself, do you get anything for maxing out every social link in a single playthrough? Well, it just so happens that you do. Let's head to the Velvet Room. Okay, we now have the Cypher's Mask for completing every social link in the game. It allows us to fuse a special persona. Which persona is that? Well, let me show you. As Igor always does, if you are carrying a certain combination of personas that will result in a cross, pentagon, or hexagon fusion, he will say a little line there to let you know that you've done it. Let's go into the hexagon spread. And there it is, Orpheus Telos, introduced for Persona 3 FES. It is made by fusing Thanatos, Asura, Chi-Yu, Metatron, Halil, and Messiah. Now you may have noticed this persona in my compendium. I believe it's at the top of the list no matter which way you sort them by. It's the top full persona. I also want to say it's my most expensive persona, or top by level. However, that second category is listed. So Orpheus Telos, what's so special about it? How's it different from the original Orpheus? Well, it has resistances on every single type of attack in the game. All of them. The downside to Orpheus Telos is that its entire moveset, its skills, are based on the personas that you fuse into it. It only learns 6 skills through the fusion, and it can learn Victory Cry if you level it up to level 97. So, there are many faces Orpheus Telos can take. There are many ways it can be fused. Let's, for fun, fuse it right now. Alright, let's get through these levels. Since the full social link is maxed out, we're going to get a bunch of bonus points. This is what happens when you fuse personas, in case you forgot. So, what use does Orpheus Telos have? Is it simply as strong as you can possibly get for having a single-use persona? Arguably. Personally, I don't like to use Orpheus Telos. I stick with the main 3 that are appropriate to the theme of the game. Orpheus, Thanatos, Messiah. But Orpheus Telos has a special use for a particular fight. From the very beginning, I told you that we would be switching to my New Game Plus file shortly after beginning the game. Now, that wasn't just to make things easy so I could have overpowered weapons and have a main character that's at level 99 from the very start. There is a special fight, an optional boss fight, that is only in New Game Plus, and we're going to be taking part in it tonight. The way this boss fight is won is very complicated. There are a lot of rules to it. And really, to make it simple in FES, as well as Persona 3 Portable, you're going to want Orpheus Telos. It's possible without him, but Orpheus Telos is kind of designed for the fight. So this fight is going to take place through this big-ass door. You may have noticed this way back when it first appeared, when I switched over to New Game Plus. I believe this door also appears towards the end of a New Game file, but the boss fight won't be available. So through these doors is an area called Monad. It is the strongest area of Tartarus, 9 floors of shadows with the 10th and final floor at the end. This area is how I was able to do so much grinding off of camera. Taking my maxed out Messiah and my weaker teammates, I was able to destroy those pretty powerful shadows in this area, gain a bunch of experience points plus bonus points through shuffle time, and level my team up really quickly. So at the end of this area is the boss. Now, let me just go ahead and say it outright, because I know I'm going to have to edit this to where I'm probably not going to talk during the fight at all. Because it might take multiple runs, and it's kind of annoying and difficult. In fact, it's incredibly difficult. The boss is, and I've already accepted the request to fight it, the ultimate opponent, your ultimate adversary. It is an Elizabeth request that only appears in New Game Plus, and the opponent is Elizabeth herself. She is very powerful. She pretty much has the same ability as we do. Just as we have the ability of the wildcard to switch personas, she switches personas using the compendium itself. And there are many rules. They are known as the rules of engagement. For one, you have to fight her by yourself, solo, no party members. All you get is Fuka backing you up on support, and she really isn't very helpful. Second rule, there's a particular item in the game, an accessory, that you actually get for beating Elizabeth. It's a very good accessory. So if you beat her and you go into your next game thinking, well, I'm just going to wear the accessory she gave me against her, against the rules. You break her rules, she will kill you instantly, no questions asked. The next rule, you cannot equip personas, or rather a persona, with the ability to nullify, reflect, or absorb the skill that the persona she has equipped can use. So, for example, she uses Jack Frost. Don't equip a persona that reflects or absorbs ice skills. You will be killed instantly for doing so. The same goes with items and other types of like consumables that can reflect. None of that. You use that shit, she's going to kill you instantly. Now finally, there are a couple of special rules. There is a particular skill in the game. You haven't seen me use these much, but they're fusion skills by having 2 particular personas in the game. For example, Base Orpheus and I forget its name, but it's like the very lowest level priestess persona. They have a ability together. It's one of the early quests for Elizabeth that allows you to use, I believe Cardeza is what it's called. It's a skill that heals your team and I believe increases invasiveness. There are all kinds of fusion skills in the game, and there's a particular one that does a lot of damage called Armageddon. It does 9,999 damage. You can use it in this fight. However, if she survives that attack, which she can because she has 20,000 hit points, then she will kill you instantly right after. In other words, if you're going to use it, you got to use it as the finishing blow and nothing else. And finally, there's kind of a time limit on the fight. I believe it's 80 turns. If you don't win the fight within the time limit, she kills you instantly. Sensing a pattern here? So Orpheus Telos is the key to winning. It is your defensive persona. However, Orpheus Telos needs something else. It needs the proper skills. Now, if you just notice, I just kind of randomly fused an Orpheus Telos. I didn't really even look at what the skills are. If I were to take this thing into the fight right now, I would get my ass handed to me, period. So, time to come clean here. Did a little bit of off-camera work between days here. This is a different session than the beginning of this episode. I've already done the work. I've fused a proper Orpheus Telos. No point in doing a clever edit here. So we can just go to System and back to the title screen. Remember the title screen? Haven't been there in, what, 30-something hours? 38 hours? Something like that? So skip over all this. Skip over the original Persona 3 opening. We'll go to the journey. And it's a PS2, so it takes forever to load. Load game. And look at all these save files. I want save file 13. This is where I've saved it away. So boom, back in Tartarus. And you see I have Hillel equipped. And here's my Orpheus Telos. Let's look at the details. It knows Garudine, Electric Amp, to strengthen Thunder Rain. It also has Survive Light, Unshaken Will, and Spellmaster. Ideally, I would have liked to also have had High Counter, but understand it took hours to get this Orpheus Telos. Of just, every time you have the opportunity to fuse it, you can press circle and back out and go back in, and you get new skills, and you just keep doing that over and over and over and over again until you see one that you like. This is the one I settled for, and it's good enough to win. I know I can win with it. You also see that the stats are all maxed out. I'm good to go. Doesn't know Victory Cry, but that doesn't matter. Not for the fight. You will notice I have 4 other personas with me. Vishnu, Anatta, Satan, and Hillel. Vishnu and Anatta, Satan, and Hillel are all required for this fight. No questions asked. I said Orpheus Telos is really needed to make it easy. You can win without Orpheus Telos. You can't win without the other 4, period. Vishnu and Anatta together form a skill called Infinity. Infinity protects you completely for a turn. You take no damage. It costs like 300 SP, but it protects you. You need to have Infinity to survive her strongest Megi attack, or Meji attack, whatever it's called, Megiadon. It's the almighty attack. And every something like 10, 11, 12 personas, she whips out that does 9,999 damage, and if you take it, you're dead. Period. You're dead. It's over. End of fight. So, you have to have Infinity. Now, Satan and Hillel combine for the attack I mentioned earlier, Armageddon. 9,999 damage. You need it to finish her off. It has to be the finishing blow. So the other thing I have, and the reason why from the very beginning I said, I'm going to play this game in easy mode because there's one boss fight I don't feel confident in beating outside of easy. So easy mode does a lot of things. I believe it increases the damage output you do, it decreases the damage you take, but it also gives you a particular item. Let me see if I can find it in here. The Plume of Dusk. Now, I started the game with 10 of these, and shamefully you can see that I now have 7, because I died 3 times off camera grinding. I shamefully bit off more than I could chew. So, the Plume of Dusk, it says, miraculously restores party upon your death. It's a mulligan. It's a get out of jail free card. Hopefully, I don't have to use one of these during the Elizabeth fight, but if I do, too bad. I'm not here to impress you with my skills in Persona, of which I don't feel like I have any. I'm here to scum this fight out and just show you the scenes, the lines that take place before the fight and after the fight. Because personally, I feel like this is an important moment in the Persona story world moving forward. To me, this fight is canon. It's not concrete whether or not it's canon, but at the very least, we know that the meeting takes place. Now, what happens in the fight, whether or not there is a fight, gray area. But I think it's canon, and I really want you to see it. And, I mean, come on. I'm playing a New Game Plus here. I'd be a dirtbag if I didn't show you the Elizabeth fight and beat Elizabeth. So, let's back out and go into Monad. I believe the final thing that you need to know, which I haven't shown you, is my equipment. So, you may have noticed just there as you saw my character, I do not have a one-handed sword attached. I have the strongest bow in the game, which I've actually given to Yukari. I had the second one made so I could use it for this fight and carry it into the next file, but whatever. Why do I want to use a bow instead of a sword? Bows do less damage, but the thing is, with a sword you have a chance of missing and falling. And if you fall to one knee against Elizabeth, it could really come back and bite you in the ass. You don't want to be on the ground. You do not want to be down against Elizabeth. It could cost you your life, and thus a lot of time, because then you have to reload the game, go through the 9 floors of Monad, and start the fight all over. And by the way, the fight takes like 20 minutes. I also have Armor of Light. Shoes of Light do not matter, because I have this equipped, the Divine Pillar, a special item that you get from a persona that has the heart attached to it. I believe the strongest Empress persona, I want to say. The Divine Pillar lowers the damage received, but you can't dodge. And that's totally fine, because you can't dodge against Elizabeth anyway. She is deadly accurate, so might as well tank the damage for half the amount. So I'm not going to make you sit through all these floors of Monad. I'm going to cut to when we get to Elizabeth. Hopefully it's my first attempt against her, or it could be my 5th or 10th, God forbid. But I'm going to shut up and let this epic ass fight play out.
I have been waiting for you. The adversary I asked you to defeat is now standing before you. Yes, I am referring to myself. I have long sought an understanding of who I am, just as you and my master have done. Those who set foot in the Velvet Room are all destined to embark on this search for identity. I have come to know power in many forms. If I face one whose power exceeds my own, then I may discover an answer to my question, the truth of my existence. You may be able to give me that answer. Will you do me the honor of fighting me? You have my thanks. Now, shall we begin?
Who is that? Is it just me, or does it seem like she wants to fight? What? Her power is unbelievable! Who is she?
Persona!
I make my living as an elevator attendant, but I know several effective ways of inflicting pain. Don't worry, I'm not as fragile as I look. Try to kill me, if you can.
Come forward! Persona!
Your fate is in the cards.
Persona!
Come forward!
Your fate is in the cards. Your fate is in the cards.
Persona!
apologize in advance.
Are you okay?
Persona. Can you withstand this? I have chosen.
Keep your guard up at all times.
Persona!
I have chosen. Your fate is in the cards. I have chosen. Persona.
Come forth!
Persona. Your fate is in the cards.
Persona!
I apologize in advance.
Come forth!
I apologize in advance. Persona.
Come forth!
Can you withstand this?
Watch out!
Your fate is in the cards.
Are you okay? Please be more careful. No.
A token of my appreciation. Your fate is in the cards.
Come forth!
Your fate is in the cards. Your fate is in the cards.
Come forth!
I apologize in advance. Your fate is in the cards.
Persona!
Magnificent. Your power is every bit as impressive as I'd hoped. But the curtain has just risen. Show me your best performance. I apologize in advance.
Persona!
Prepare.
Be careful!
Can you withstand this?
Are you okay? Please, be more careful.
Persona!
I have chosen. I apologize in advance. Prepare. I apologize in advance. Prepare. I have chosen.
Persona!
I have chosen.
Persona!
Here!
Can you withstand this?
Come forth!
I have chosen. I apologize in advance.
Come forth! Persona!
Prepare.
Persona!
Your fate is in the cards. I have chosen.
Persona! Persona!
I apologize in advance.
Look out!
I have chosen.
Are you okay? Please, be more careful.
Come forth!
Persona!
Your fate is in the cards.
Keep your guard up at all times.
Take this!
A token of my appreciation.
Come forth!
I have chosen. Can you you withstand this?
Come forth!
Persona!
Prepare.
Persona!
Persona!
I have chosen.
Persona!
Marvelous. You wield such power. The performance is underway. I shall give you something to remember. I have chosen. Your fate is in the cards.
Watch out!
Come forth!
I have chosen.
Are you okay? Please be more careful.
Take this!
Persona!
Your fate is in the cards.
No!
A token of my appreciation. I have chosen.
Persona!
Persona! Persona!
Take this!
Persona!
I apologize in advance.
Come forth!
Can you withstand this?
Persona!
I have chosen. I have chosen.
Come forth!
Your fate is in the cards. I have chosen.
Persona!
I apologize in advance.
Are you okay?
I have chosen. A token of my appreciation. A token of my appreciation.
Keep your guard up at all times.
Take this!
chosen.
Persona.
Come forth!
Persona.
Your fate is in the cards.
Here!
I have chosen. Prepare.
Come forth!
A token of my appreciation. I have chosen.
Come forth!
I have chosen. Your fate is in the cards.
Persona!
Persona.
Come forth!
Persona.
Can you withstand this?
Look out!
Can you withstand this? Can you withstand this?
Keep your guard up at all times.
Take this!
Your fate is in the cards. Your fate is in the cards.
Persona!
I have chosen. I have chosen.
Come forth!
Persona.
Prepare.
Persona!
I have chosen. Your fate is in the cards.
Persona!
Your fate is in the cards.
Come forth!
Can you withstand this?
Look out!
Persona!
Persona!
I apologize in advance.
Keep your guard up at all times!
Here!
Persona!
I have chosen.
No!
I have chosen.
Persona!
Your fate is in the cards. I have chosen.
Take this!
I apologize in advance. Your fate is in the cards.
Come forth!
Prepare. Can you withstand this?
Come forth!
Your fate is in the cards. I have chosen.
Come forth!
Your fate is in the cards.
Come forth!
I apologize in advance.
Look out!
I apologize in advance.
Keep your guard up at all times!
Take this!
I have chosen. I have chosen. I have chosen.
Persona!
Your fate is in the cards. Your fate is in the cards.
Come forth!
A token of my appreciation.
Persona!
fate's in the cards.
Persona!
Your fate's in the cards.
Persona!
Persona!
I have chosen.
Are you okay?
Persona!
Your fate's in the cards.
Come forth!
I believed that I would find my answer when I challenged one who was stronger than me. But I was wrong. I have received no such revelation, not even in defeat. Wait, I am mistaken. The answer is this. Only I can decide who I am. Now, I believe congratulations are in order. You have overcome the most difficult obstacle I've placed in your path. You shall receive your reward, the same as always. But please accept this as well. It is no reward. It is a sign of my gratitude. Well then, good day.
And there you have it. We've done it. We've beaten the hardest boss in the history of Persona. Arguably the hardest boss in Megami Tensei. I've heard differing opinions, but whatever. Let me quickly switch back to my good old faithful shit. And give me the wizard's mark. That's fine. So let's go into the Velvet Room and cash this thing in. Nice. Now let's get out of here and we'll check out the Omnipotent Orb, which makes me realize that I'm dumb for slapping on a different accessory when I want to try this out, because I finally have it. Truth be told, I have not beaten Elizabeth ever before now, because every time I get the opportunity, I back out like a huge coward. Let's check this thing out. It's at the top. Nullifies all attacks except Almighty. I'm a god now. How wonderful. And, oh man, well, I guess I can just... Oh, whatever. So if you're curious about the platinum bookmark, it's nothing. It's a key item. It's just the same as the items you get for completing the social links. It's just a trophy to say, oh, look what I did. I did it. There's proof. I don't know why the omnipotent orb isn't proof enough of that, but whatever. Now let's lay down a save. Because I don't want to lose credit for this. And there you have it. We just beat the hardest boss in the game. That's not to downplay the task lying ahead of us in a few days. You know, trying to save the world and going through Strega to do it and all that other stuff. But, yeah, that's child's play compared to beating Elizabeth. I'm glad we finally did it.